One of my earliest draws to the faith really was all the things that the Baha'is are doing for the children. And I, very early on, asked Oak if I could be a part of the children's programs without being a Baha'i. And he said, yeah, sure, of course.
Together, they went to the Lewis Gregory Baha'i Institute in nearby Hemingway, South Carolina. The Lewis Gregory Institute offers courses ranging from topics on spiritual empowerment, devotional life, the moral and spiritual education of children and youth, and teaching the Baha'i faith. These courses are all part of a sequence called Ruhi. Ruhi helps individuals find their niche for service by applying the Baha'i teachings through action. The course JB and Oak attended was the 5th book in the Ruhi sequence. It focuses on the spiritual empowerment of adolescents, known as junior youth.
The junior youth program is designed to empower junior youth, primarily through service, for them to begin to think of themselves as agents of social change in their community. And when we're talking about junior youth, we're talking about essentially middle school aged youth.
Once he returned from Lewis Gregory, JB was eager to work with the youth in his neighborhood. He and a friend began a junior youth group that now meets weekly.
We now have a junior youth group, my friend Juliet and I, and that's been beautiful. It's kind of, a lot of it really comes from one family and friends of theirs. A lot of time we just spend kind of getting to know them and hanging out with them, and we really kind of let them know from the beginning that this is their group.
Ms. Nelson and her granddaughter Khadijah live in the neighborhood. Khadijah now participates in the junior youth group with JB. Ms. Nelson has noticed the effect on her granddaughter's life.
Yeah, I think they're learning so much about accepting people of all different cultures, colors, societies, and I want that for them because I didn't have that.
Along the way, Oak has been there to guide, support, and also be a witness to JB's spiritual journey.
He really kind of helped me kind of think about what I might do with the junior youth group, and gave me some very loose parameters, just ideas and input. And he was even there for the first several meetings of the group.
Starting a junior youth group was just one effect of the training at Lewis Gregory. Another effect hit JB closer to home.
Came back from that first weekend at Lewis Gregory, and I said, I'm going to raise my son Baha'i.
JB's son Brecken is 4 years old. JB shares custody of Brecken, and the two spend half of every week together. JB liked that the Baha'i teachings would encourage Brecken to ask questions about spirituality and to seek truth for himself.
One of the things I struggled with when I knew I was having a child was, how do I raise my child with some spirituality? Spirituality that's taken me 15 years to come to personally through a lot of investigation. How do I raise a child with that?
The tired soldier called God, maker of peace. The woman who took care of sick people called God, healer.
We have some struggles, and he lives in some very different worlds, and that's hard for him. And since I started incorporating the teachings into our lives, we've been able to get through some of these fits and this rage and that he experiences.
Know what God's name is?
What is God's name?
God.
That's right. God has lots and lots of names, huh?
Open, guide me, protect me, made me a shining lamp and a brilliant star. I like my own parables.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to sing it?
No, I want only you to sing it.
Okay. Oh God, guide me, Protect me, make of me a child.
JB could not have imagined he'd ever be one to pray, but since becoming a Baha'i, that's changed. He and Oak now host a weekly prayer meeting.
One day you say Baha'i, next day you disappear, so,
Every Tuesday night, there is a steady stream of visitors stopping in at Oak's home.
Welcome everybody again to Dinner and Devotions on Whaley. Thank you for coming.
This includes a number of their friends, many who consider themselves spiritual but not religious.
You know, once the devotional gathering started, all our friends just came out of the woodwork, and people who I never would have thought would have been interested and receptive to prayer and the concept of prayer were just energized by it.
Almost every week there's some new person that we've never met that's often come with someone who's not a Baha'i themselves.
Oh my Lord, I'm your child. I'm down here working in your vineyard. Can't do nothing. We're starting to attract more young people to the faith and to our activities. And it's just as a result of, just kind of this personal relationship that we've developed and that, we both believe and we're in it together.
Oak and JB are partners now in their service and in their teaching. They don't do all the same things. It's not that. But they're together helping to nurture other people that they are teaching about Baha'u'llah.
Oak and JB continue to walk down a path of support and encouragement. JB still looks for ways he can apply the Baha'i teachings in his community, whether it's praying with his son, working with youth, or sharing the Baha'i writings through a devotional gathering. JB is developing his confidence through action.
Here you have this beautiful soul, person who's already really good people, now empowered to do more things than he ever imagined. And he's a friend of mine, and he lives across the street. And, it's just real happiness. Oh my Lord, I'm your child.